Okay, hello everybody. This is Brooks Lindsay, the founder and editor of Debatepedia.org. Wanted to walk you through today one of the articles that we have on the Mine Ban Treaty, which is also known as the Ottawa Treaty. This was signed in 1997, and it is now signed by 156 nations. This was as of April of 2010. The U.S., though, Cuba, and a couple of other countries, including Russia, are abstaining from signing the treaty. The issue has become very significant for the United States recently because the Obama administration said it was going to institute a policy review of the Mine Ban Treaty, and then there were indications that it might actually continue to support Bush's policies on the Mine Ban Treaty, which is abstaining from it, in particular for use of mines in North Korea and some exceptional other cases. But in May of 2010, 68 U.S. senators sent President Obama a letter urging him to sign the Mine Ban Treaty, or to accede to it, which is actually what it would be in any case. The U.S. would not sign the treaty, it would accede to it, which means it would simply agree to all its conditions. Basically the same as signing, and actually the U.S. Senate would have to agree with that, ratify that accession. So in any case, the main question here is whether or not the Mine Ban Treaty is decent, good, consistent with humanitarian law, international law, etc. One of the big arguments against it, against mines and for the ban, is that land mines indiscriminately kill civilians. In other words, a mine is not smart. It can't determine a threat. It can't determine if it's a civilian or if it's a military personnel. So it, unfortunately, indiscriminately kills some civilians. And in fact, apparently 26,000 individuals per year were hurt, injured, or killed by mines for some time. And then apparently in 2004 the number had dropped to 15,000 from 26,000, due in large part to the signing of the Mine Ban Treaty. This was in 97 through 2004, and the rate had dropped significantly from, again, 26,000 to about 15,000 per year, people getting hurt by these mines. So a pretty significant impact in terms of lives affected and injuries avoided. So those are kind of the main arguments in favor of the ban. Those that oppose it level certain arguments like landmines serve a certain humanitarian purpose by deterring war. So for example, there was this one article in the New York Times that was titled, quote, "South Korea extols some of the benefits of landmines," and this was by, I think, the defense minister or something like that of South Korea, and this was in 1997. And the article goes, quote, "As supporters of mines here see it, landmines in South Korea are virtually a symbol of peace and security. Many people talk about the humanitarian aspects of landmines," said Lieutenant General Park Young-ok, the deputy defense minister and a fervent defender of the mines. He said, "Deterrence of war is more humanitarian than anything. If we fail to deter war, a tremendous number of civilians will be killed, and the use of landmines is a very effective way of deterring war." Another argument in favor of landmines and against the ban is that landmines can be judiciously deployed at zero risk to civilians. So one person, Jim Coles III, a civilian spokesman for the 37,000 American troops in South Korea, said, quote, "The use of mines here is an extensive but judicious thing, aimed at preventing breakthroughs and not just at blowing people up." That's a pretty good way to put it, I guess. In any case, the point is they can be judiciously applied, set in places that are, clearly border areas or security areas like in North Korea, and etc. So as long as things like the Geneva Convention guide the use of mines, perhaps they can be done appropriately.